say a data. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so talking about a data scientist, the job role is to mainly determine what the problem is, what questions need to be answered, and where to find the data. Also, they mine, clean, and present the relevant data. So to be a data scientist, you mainly need skills like math, programming, and statistics, where you have to be familiar the with SQL, where is the database front, Python and R for modeling, and also cloud technology, which is coming into play recently because most of our solutions are hosted in the cloud. So next up, we have the data engineer. So when it comes to the data engineer, the main thing is about to focus on developing, deploying, and managing to optimize the organization's data infrastructure. So the main skills a data engineer would need would be programming, big data, and skills in how to manage the cloud. So that would be about the data engineer. And when it comes to the data analyst, it's about bridging the gap between the data scientists and the engineer and also the business side of users. So the data analyst would come into play to talk to both the sides of the development team and the business team and to get the requirements properly and also to deliver the value. So mainly as a data analyst, you would need expertise in communication and business knowledge. And when it comes to the tech side of things, it's about SQL, Excel, Tableau, and Power BI as tools. So next up, we are moving on to learn why we need data science. So why is it important? So starting with healthcare, where we talk about medical imaging and predicting. So during the COVID pandemic, I hope you saw how people predicted the next week, the amount of patients next week. So things like that, we need data science. And then next we have video gaming, where they're being created with the help of data science that has been making the gaming experience next level. So next up, we have image recognition, which is also another use case of healthcare, where we have brain image scanning and where we search for tumors in brains by image recognition algorithms. Next, we have recommendation systems. So for example, if you, if you just talk about something, you just get the ad next day or even that night on Facebook, right? So it's kind of like that at the moment right now. So if you go with Netflix and Amazon, they would suggest you movies. So all of that is about the recommendation systems that's in play, which is using data science. So next up, we have logistics. And companies usually use it to optimize their routes by using data science and optimization algorithms. And for the banking and financing industry, where fraud detection is a very important thing, and also say for like the stock exchanges, when it comes to predicting and evaluating decisions, data science would come into play. So the next one is internet search, where whatever we search, they would give us like the best suggestions. That's because there are algorithms trained to give us the suggestions according to our search. So that is a few use cases of why data science is important. Moving on, the data science life cycle. So if we are starting with capture, capture is mainly about uh, obtaining the data, let it be surveys or interviews, and then moving on to data warehousing, which is maintaining. So we have to have a sustainable way of maintaining our data. So that is how we store the data. And then processing is what we're going to focus in this session. So that would be data cleaning and pre-processing before we go for analyzing. So analyzing is about modeling and getting the insights from the data that we have. And communication is mainly for, say, for example, the top management, where we actually give out the insights that we obtained